Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go in Cincinnati. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. Second down coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Brown again. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Burrow to the air now. Buys time, rolling right. That's complete inside the 35. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connects on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go.
Brown quick on the draw here. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. He goes to the hurry up here.
18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Give on 2nd. It's Brown. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. This one's caught. And in. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with his first and hopefully many more to come this season.
Their year sure begins on a high note, and they'll begin with a win too, Kate, if they could put more drives like that one together. Not how you start, it's about how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. He's going to start the year 1 for 1 as they take a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. And they're going to audible before their opening snap. Coming out throwing is Baker. Takes a hit on his first pass attempt of this game, and it doesn't get anywhere close. That's incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mayfield. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to get it into Emeka Egbuka. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. Here's Baker to throw. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A pickup of 17. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Baker now off the play fake. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, it just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing on 2nd. Mayfield. That's a catch. Jalen McMillan. Down the left sideline he goes. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that one's got to feel good, Brock. Season off to an excellent start as these guys work to move past the disappointments from last year.
Yeah, I agree with you. They got a lot of goals in mind for what they hope will be a far-improved season, and they showed up here ready to put them into practice right away.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
Brown gets it again here on 2nd. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Benjamin Morrison coming up to make that tackle.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Challenging double coverage, and they don't get through. Throw made it. Contact breaks up the catch to force 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start this drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. Harry Duggar hauling down. Offensive line fast. Now Mayfield on 2nd down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. Toward the sideline, and out of bounds he goes. Play gains about 12. And that will set up a Bucs first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Over the middle, he's got McMillan. And they're going to have first and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. A big play there from the Bucs. And that gives them first and goal. From the red zone on first. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Now Mayfield. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Intercepted in the end zone. And the Bengals are going to have it after a second interception of the season.
Hey, Kate, you know as a quarterback, every decision you make's got a consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3.
Tackle made back at his own 3-yard line.
Backed up even closer to the goal line. Here's second down. Now Burrow. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just third down now. 2 seconds to go here in our opening quarter. Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over at the start of the next quarter. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. Mayfield will look to throw. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. It is Dexter Lawrence. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season. A real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. After the set, Baker. Out left, and Otten makes the grab. And he'll go down here at the 16. Working quickly here.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Bengals have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It's going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Burrow back to throw. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Looking to throw, Burrow. He's got Gesicki complete. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Brown. Tackles with what looks to be about 3 yards. That's enough. Fresh set of downs coming their way. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back at the 39. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season. So the defense gets their first breakthrough of the game, Brock. Let's see if it's a quick knockout punch to this drive, too.
Yeah, and that's really going to be who responds, right? Does this defense continue to step on the accelerator? The offense slow it down? We know how important sacks are, and that was a big one.
We're on a pass now on 2nd down. Looked for a second like he had him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It was a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Setting up the screen. And he's brought down. So even with a nice game there, partner, dug themselves quite a hole that they haven't gotten out of yet. It's 4th down. So as they face 4th down, on comes Ryan Rico to kick it. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. They're going to pitch it out to Irving. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. All right, here we go. 2nd down. And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by the rookie out of Washington. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Baker. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw here, third down. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and it gets him the first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Running back motions right. Throwing, Baker. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Dixon.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 33.
First down now, ball at the 33. They'll try it right with Brown. Brown continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Third and long, they're going to throw. This is a heater going deep. Caught the football, but it's jarred out before he can secure it. Ooh, they nearly had a big play there on third down, Brock. But a good defensive effort forces fourth down. Ryan Rico headed back out for the punt. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Slot man motioned over. Baker now. Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw. It falls incomplete. Brings up second down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me there's always the start of a new battle, and defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You
Yeah.
got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Catch made left side by Abuka. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Last completion got him 6. It's going to be third and 4. Here's Baker to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Here we go, it's Mayfield. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
11 MT. Here we go. Ready? 12. 11 mighty.
Burrow setting to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. At the 20. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call it pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. This tackle is after a gain of about 13, and that's going to give Cincinnati the first. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. They've got first down here from the 36. Counter play, Brown. He finds some space again, and he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go.
The final throw before the break. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. As his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
2nd down, here's Baker. That's McMillan with the catch out left. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Play action. Here's Mayfield. This one's taken in by Otten. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Or with an alternate play here.
48-yard line.
Working on 2nd down. Mayfield. Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. That's going to bring up 3rd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
To the air on 3rd and long. This one's going to wind up incomplete. For a second, he was muscled off that catch. That brings about 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Riley Dixon want to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, left side to Brown. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Straight ahead they go with Piron. He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. 1st down coming up.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
11, 11. Here we go. Shot.
Burrow to the air now. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. They were limited to a couple.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
11 mighty. 11. Shot. What? Shot.
Shotgun handoff to Piron. He's foray up the middle. That's about 3. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen, Brooks. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. You know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, down that run.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 here for Burrow. Now 7-15, throwing the football.
Can. 12. Shot.
From the red zone on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought some time, a look up and up, and he nails it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. First return score, now he's got a receiving 1-2. McPherson checks on the point after. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They send the tight end in motion left. Baker now off the play fake. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Baker out of the pistol. Oh, brother, it's another interception. He's off to the races. The 40. Hits the 20. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Mayfield, here comes the pressure, and they take him down. Got him at the 31. Getting his 1st sack of the year here in week 1.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Continuing to throw it despite the game he's had, Brock. Coaches obviously still have faith in him despite all these interceptions.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's faith. And it's also like a sense of belief that, and they know, these coaches know, that this is where you've got to work through it. Not on the practice field, but when it gets really tough right here in game action.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. From the gun, Piron. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our week 1 opener. It is Bengal football, and they're going to start the final quarter up by a couple of scores. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They run once more with Piron. Defense gets there after a gain of 5. And it'll be 1st down Bengals.
Just go ahead, go right back to that well and go get that same result. Now, back-to-back 5-yard gains on the ground. That's about as simple a way to move the chains as you'll get.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Burrow on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Well, he managed a little, Brock, but not enough. That run does not get the 1st down against a nice defensive effort there.
It sure was. And I think as much as anything, Kate, it was just tied together.
Yeah.
That front and that 2nd level playing off one another and stopping that run before it could get started.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over till it's over.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing on second. Baker. Has it downfield, working the left. And he has him almost 30 yards on a big play. First down coming up.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Buccaneers.
To throw is Mayfield. And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off. So the incompletion means it's second down.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
Catch made by Bucky Irby. Taken down finally to curtail the damage, but still 22 yards on that pickup. And that is good for a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Here's Baker. Out left, and Otten makes the grab. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws in the contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
Here's Mayfield on second. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. Third down upcoming. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals looking like they'll start this season with a win. Back to the line they come. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. The Buccaneers go to the nickel. 3rd down.
11. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Burrow. Finds him on the slant. And the defense fine with giving him some yards there, right? It's a gain of 9, but still forces this 4th and long.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Throwing, Baker. Short pass brought in. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Second down. Here's Baker.
At the 26.
Pressure gets there. The defense gets home. He's dropped to the 14. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
A loss of 12 yards. And it's third down.
Looking to throw it. And the hit is going to break out the catch. Incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. Brock, who actually could have broken that one up. That's going to bring up fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go.
To the ground with Piron. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Tackle made back at the
I know from the
17-yard
position
line.
of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense came at the perfect time.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. 7 seconds left. This might be our final play here. Again, a run with Piron. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down. Now, 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. Lining up for one final snap. Burrow trying on fourth down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here.